This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Jeremy Wolf.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Good Neighbor Podcast. I am your host, Jeremy Wolf, and today I am joined by two lovely ladies whom I had the pleasure of meeting, I believe, last week. And I'll tell you what, Veronica Lozada and Jay Mella from Beautification and Company, they are going to make me beautiful today. It's going to be a tall order, a difficult task, but they're going to do their best to make me beautiful. So ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
No, it's our pleasure.
It's going to be a wild ride.
This is going to be fun. I just have a feeling. You ladies like to have a lot of fun at your business, and I think this is going to be no different. So let's start from the top. Please tell our listeners a little bit about what you do at Beautification and Company.
Okay, so again, I'm Veronica. This is my business partner, Jay. And here at Beautification and Company, what we do is a little bit of everything. Pretty much, our one and only task is to make you beautiful, but not only that, to give you the experience of coming to a place and leaving all your worries at the door and just feel pampered and taken care of.
Yeah, the experience is part of the process, right? It's not just about going to get made beautiful, but just I think if you have a great experience while you're there, it's going to go a longer way in making you beautiful inside and out.
Correct, because there's there's many places, there's many med spas, there's many beauty bars, beauty salons, but I think what keeps her clients coming back is the experience of going to a place where they want to. It's not like, oh, I got to go get my nails done or I got to go get my lashes done. You know, it's not like a task. Like they want to come over here and they don't want to leave.
Yeah, and then we also have a barista on staff.
Yeah.
I experienced some of that barista action when I was there. Yeah, that was the vibe I got when I came in. It was like the vibe of just a fun, happy-going party environment, and I think that's again important when you're going into. I'm a guy, so I don't go to those types of places too often to get made beautiful, but all too often when I go get a haircut, it's very drab and boring. I go in and I sit there, I close my eyes.
It's your typical appointment, right? You're in and out.
Yeah,
and it's another task of the day. Like, oh, I got to go do this. So, we want to make sure that our clients look forward to their appointment when they come here. And it's their time. It's their time to get away from the day-to-day, at home, whether at work or with the kids, or it's their time.
And therapy, of course, because we are therapists.
Correct.
I want to get into therapists. Veronica, can you scooch into the frame a little bit more? Come a little closer to Jay. Part of your head's kind of cut off.
Come hug me.
And you're too beautiful to not get there. That's better. You don't want your head cut off in the frame here.
Hug me.
You want me to hug her? I'll hug her.
Go for it. So you said you're therapists? Like
absolutely.
Of course we are.
We are underpaid therapists.
Not literally like licensed therapists, or
no. We're licensed in other areas, but not therapists.
I was going to say, if you got therapy under your belt, you could also, in addition to making me beautiful, you could also do some damage on my mind here, because it's in need of some work.
Yeah, we can do that.
We actually do it.
You're creeping out of frame. You got to come a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so how long so you're in Davie. You're right down the road from us.
Correct.
We're in Cooper City. You're in Davie. How long have you been at that location for?
So we've been here. This is going to be our 7th year.
7th year there. Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you link up together? Did you start the business together 7 years ago? Did you go way back to like childhood? Let's talk a little bit about the journey, how you got into the beautification space and how you guys met.
So no, our journey started as friends around 9 years ago as friends. Okay. We went into a suite together, which is Salons by JC. That's where we started our friendship. And then came a time where we wanted to branch out, and we went separate ways. But when we were going separate ways, I was in the midst of I actually found the location to open up my salon, and I told her, why don't you come with me? We can be together. But unfortunately, the space I had wasn't big enough for her type of business, right? And we're like, okay, but we still maintain friends. She was still coming to me for her services and all that. And then, yay!
Fast forward.
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
She says to me, no, I tell her, hey, listen, my lease is going to be up here.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay here in the salon suite. Do you know of any place that has a suite available, but it has to be a nice size? And she's like, yeah, friend, one of my suites is going to become available, one of my rooms. And I was like, stop.
Yeah.
She said, yeah. And I said, okay, I'm going. Yeah. So that's what we did. And we reunited again. Yeah. Meaning business-wise, we reunited, yes. But as friends for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So the universe pulled you back together.
Yep.
And there you are. So I also wanted to dig in a little bit into the different types of services you offer there, because there are, like you said, there's a bunch of salon suites out there. There's a bunch of hair salons. You function mostly as, it's more of like a salon suites, and you have a bunch of different services that you offer there, right? What are some of those services?
So some of the services that I provide, I am a permanent makeup artist. What that means is pretty much almost tattooing. So it's a cosmetic tattoo for the eyebrows, for the lips, micropigmentation. I also do traditional makeup. I've been a makeup artist for 24 years, and I also do lashes. Jay herself.
So in here I'm a licensed cosmetologist, but I only do pedicures, manicures.
Pedicures by Jay.
Pedicure is actually it's actually different now. So now I ventured into the medical side of the pedicures. So not only do I have my suite here, but I also affiliate myself with a podiatrist as well. But in our little suite here, we have nails, pedicures, facials, waxing.
We also have medical aesthetics.
Medical aesthetics as well.
Correct.
Medical aesthetics.
Yes.
Correct.
Talk to me like I'm a dummy here. What are medical aesthetics?
We have 2 spas. In one of them, our colleague Karen, she actually does the plasma. She also does
facial plasma.
Facial plasma.
What is facial plasma?
So what
you got to remember, I'm not in this whole beautification.
Correct. Yeah, no, I would love to tell you. So
you got to come get one.
Okay.
Yeah. So what it does is, I'm sure you guys probably, well, not you, but most people know it by the vampire.
Scoot over a little bit again. Come closer.
And the vampire facelift is
facelift?
Yeah. I don't know why in Hollywood and these celebrities, that's what they call it. But what it is they withdraw the blood, right?
Okay.
They put it in this medical machinery, and they mix it with other vitamins, and they put it back into your face. It could be either injected or in a microdermabrasion format. Yeah.
Sounds like fun. Yeah. Where do I sign up for this lovely procedure?
It rejuvenates your skin.
Correct.
Yes. So that's what Karen does. Well, she does a little bit of everything, but that's her primarily that's what she focuses on. Yes, correct. And then we do, what is it? Full body massages, facials, with the exception of hair.
Sign me up. There's one that I'm down for, the full body massage. Let's go.
Oh yes, she's amazing.
I'll as soon as we're done with the recording here, I'll be over there for my massage.
Okay, yeah. We'll call her. Yeah, and she's very good actually. So,
well, you know what's funny is that here at Beautification, we pride ourselves because we welcome gentlemen.
Yes,
that for us is also a huge thing. That we want to tap into, because I think a lot of gentlemen, I don't think it's that they don't want to. I think it's more that they're shy or they just don't know. And men have to take care of themselves as well.
So with that said, we have a young lady. She owns the Masculine Touch, and she only does services for the male population, manicures and pedicures. Funny thing that when they come here and they see all of the services that we offer, they start using our services as well.
Facials for gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's
Yeah.
a one-stop shop.
Yeah. Yeah. But we pride ourselves in that. We really welcome gentlemen here. We want to make them also come back. I think for men it's a huge thing where they don't want to just go where the ladies go, right? They want their space. They don't want to feel like they're walking into a women's place, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we have a space, like she mentioned. It's called the Masculine Touch, and again, she services for the most part gentlemen.
Yes.
And they have their own space, and they can literally they're not next to an older lady or whoever listening to women talk. So
when they come in, she offers them a cocktail, whether it be a whiskey, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it. So, Veronica, you mentioned that you're makeup artist for over 2 decades. Do you know I had on the podcast, gosh, probably last year, Victoria Duke?
Of course. She was my mentor.
I figured you would know her. Yeah. What
my daughter went to her school.
Yeah. Oh, we go way back 20 years.
Yeah.
With Victoria Duke.
Yeah. She still has her school?
Yeah, I think so.
The Academy of Glam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does, and she's out there traveling. She's traveling all over the place doing beauty competitions.
Yeah.
She does.
That was her niche. That was her niche.
Wonderful things. Very cool.
You know what? In the future, I would love to come together with her in a podcast because she's actually one of the ones that pushed my career. Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke with her?
More than 15 years ago.
So look at that. Here I'm reuniting past friends and colleagues through the podcast platform. Really nice.
That would be very
we got to do a follow-up party.
I traveled with her. In my beginning years, I traveled with her. We went to a few states, doing promos and working.
Yeah. Were you doing the beauty competitions back then? Were you involved?
Yeah, with her. Yeah, with her back. Yeah.
Very cool. Good stuff. So one of the reasons why we do this show is education, right? To get out into the community and not only get to know local business owners, but also to clear up a lot of the myths and misconceptions that people typically have surrounding these industries. Are there anything that comes to mind in your industry that you'd like to shed light on, maybe clear the air, help people clear up some misconceptions they have surrounding your industry?
I mean, I don't know about like myths or whatnot. And again, I'm going to tap into it again because I think if anything, we want to bring awareness also to gentlemen. And that's why I'm very adamant about making this place welcoming for them, because I think that is a huge industry that a lot of salons don't tap into, and men need love too.
Yes.
And when they come here, I guess, it's an eye opener. They're like, wow, this really feels good. Like, whether it's a facial or a manicure or a pedicure, and it's not so much vanity, it's for their health as well.
Sure.
Gentlemen, most gentlemen, I think coming from the generations of our parents, they would never, right, get caught going into a salon and getting, they would whether do it themselves or have their wives do it or whatnot. But that is important to Beautification and Co.
Yeah.
That so that is one of the focuses for us. Myths, if you want to talk about that. This men have to take care of themselves too.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree from the perspective of a man who has felt at times what you said, a little apprehensive about going into salons because the ego is there. But I will say on the other side of that, though, like just getting the manicure and the pedicure, and maybe even get my eyebrows waxed or getting my hair done, whatever it is, like it gives you a certain air of confidence, right? You just feel a little bit better. Like, especially when I get my nails done, they're nice. And I glance throughout the day. I put my hand out and I just like psychologically, I just see it and it makes me feel a little good.
And
it makes you a little better. It's healthy. It's good. It makes you look good. It makes you feel good.
And
you hear that, guys?
Women
love that.
A man that takes care of themselves.
Yes. It's attractive.
Yeah.
It says, you know what? I'm clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Especially when it comes to the pedicures. Like, you have to take care of your feet.
For health. For health. Yeah.
I got my first pedicure. I used to go all the time for manis and pedis pre-COVID. Yeah. And then I stopped after COVID and I hadn't gone. I got my first manicure and pedicure post-COVID recently. I think I told you when I came in there. Yeah. So it had been, and not that I would do it. Like you said, I would do it at home. I would cut my nails.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
It felt good. I'm back in the game now.
You can agree with us then. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Good.
So I know after coming into your salon, I know you have fun there. That was one of the things I noticed. But it is still, that's still work, right?
Business is business, correct.
Business is business. So outside of work, what do you gals like to do for fun?
Well, we work a lot. We work a lot. Well, she has a great
so
life. What do we got?
Outside of work, besides my husband always wanting to go out, I like artistry. So I'm also a resin artist. So when I'm not working and I have time for that, that's what I'll do.
Oh, who are resin?
Resin. I work
resin
with resin
artist. Yes. So resin, please explain.
Resin, it's almost like acrylic, like an acrylic, right? So I take wood boards, which they're called charcuterie boards, and I decor them with resin. I also do framework, picture frames with resin.
Very interesting.
That's the way I'm able to disconnect.
That's her therapy.
That's my therapy because no one's going to listen to me.
How long have you been doing that for?
Now it's going to be 3 years.
3 years. Very
yes.
Cool.
So and I enjoy the Hallmark Channel.
Yes, she does. Mm-hmm. She's going on the Hallmark cruise.
The Hallmark cruise.
There is such a thing. You see, there's for there's for everybody.
Where are you cruising to?
To the Bahamas for Christmas.
Ooh.
Well, it's a November cruise, but it's Christmas themed.
Hallmark.
Yes.
Yeah. Very cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah. So aside from going out almost every weekend with my husband,
that's what she does.
That's what I do.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So,
and Vero,
for me, I mean, I have a toddler, so I stay pretty busy with him. So that's what I do. Jay's kids are grown, so
yeah, I have grown kids.
I'm starting this journey.
I'm right in between. I got 10 and 12. My son just had his 10th birthday party yesterday. We had a little pool party, good. Lots of fun. So
yeah, so I'm starting this journey. So that's if I'm not working, I'm with my son.
No, and I'm waiting on grandchildren. See the difference?
All stages of life. We're all
yeah.
Okay, so you worked together, friends for 9 years, worked together in the past, but just recently came back together. Yeah. And now co-owners of the business together. What would you say is one of the biggest challenges, if any, of working together as close friends? And on the other side of that, what is the biggest reward from coming together and working together?
I think the biggest challenge is probably finding good people to write our suites.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's always hard, but fortunately, we have great.
Yeah, we have a great team.
Yeah. We have a great team. So they're not only do they rent from us, but we're like a family, right? Correct. So there hasn't been a challenge at all. It was, at all. Yeah. And then the best is, what was the next question?
I mean, the most rewarding thing is that, we get to work and hang out with our friends.
Yep.
I think overall we're very non-complicated
Oh,
people.
super.
You know what I
Very
mean?
very down to earth.
Yeah.
Yes,
Listen, life is easy.
I
I
agree.
think we are the ones that make it difficult. Life could be very simple, just if we do what we're supposed to do. Be kind, you know.
We're very kind and
Yeah,
respectful to
and
one another.
respectful, and
Yes.
everything else is going to flow.
And I also think, I believe that once you've had a business before and you team up with another business owner, like you team up together, and we've both had past experiences with business,
Yeah,
with owning a business, you already know what to bring to the table,
yeah.
the do's and don'ts.
Indeed. So
Oh,
you said life is, I love that outlook. Life is easy, but
Yeah.
as with anything along our way, we all encounter hardships and struggles. I'd like to
yeah.
ask both of
Correct,
you.
correct. Yeah, no, I mean that's the
Mhm.
reality of life, but um I don't know. I'm just such an easygoing person. What you get on a Monday is what you get on Sunday and every day in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I just live life that way. I'm the same way here at home. I'm the same way, here at work. I'm just a very easygoing person. And I think we all are.
I'm
You know what I
older
mean?
now,
We
so I
all
don't care.
feed, yeah. We all feed off each other.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
when I was younger, I would worry about everything, and now
Yeah.
it's like, listen,
Yeah.
let nature take its course. I don't.
Yeah. We
Eh,
are the yin and the yang though.
We are.
Like she likes things done like now, okay, we're gonna do this. And I'm more of like last minute.
Oh yes.
But I work very well under pressure.
Yeah.
Slide in the
Yeah.
frame again.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go. Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
You keep
so we
popping out.
are
The yin and the yang.
she likes to
Yin
know that,
yang.
I'm more of like, let's just flow. And we
Yeah.
both make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Like we just had our grand opening and it could have not been any better, honestly. I think we blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
We had a great um everybody showed up, and that actually, it put things into perspective for us. Clearly we're doing something right.
And
Yeah.
our team.
And our
'Cause the
team,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. The
Yeah.
team that we have here. Oh, it was a
Yeah.
smooth ride. Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
about maybe close to 70 people show up.
Oh
That's
wow,
a lot.
it's a nice grand opening.
That's
So
I've been
amazing.
I've been to quite a few myself, and 70.
Yeah, that was
It's a
yeah.
big turnout.
So listen, we were supposed to do. So we had a whole agenda.
She did.
I had an agenda, right? Because that agenda, nothing happened. Nothing was
Yeah.
executed. We were supposed to have a raffle.
Oh yeah,
that didn't happen. It was
But it was perfect.
so busy and perfect that we were like, whatever, it is what it is.
It
We'll
worked
do the
out.
raffle another time.
Yeah.
Worked out just the way it was
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yes.
So,
So
something
that-
you said. There's something you said resonated with me where you talked about not worrying.
Yeah.
Yesterday, this is a good example of why it makes no sense to worry over things. My
Yeah.
son's party, we were having a pool party for the birthday, and the forecast was rainy all day,
Right.
and we were getting everything ready. And I was feeling it, right? I'm out running around. I'm going to pick up balloons, and it's pouring rain out. And I'm thinking to myself in my mind, like, what am I doing? Are we even having the party? And I started going down that rabbit hole of like worrying about the outcome. And then my wife texted me and she started getting a little flustered. And I said, you know what? I texted her back. I said, everything's going to be fine, honey. It always works out. Don't worry. You'll see how it all works out. And I gave her a little confidence, and everything, of course, worked out. It
Of
was a little rainy to
course.
start, but the clouds opened up. By the end of the day, it was sunny. We had a beautiful party.
Yeah.
Everything always works out the way it's supposed to
Yes.
work out. Really
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
Yes. It
It's important to
does.
remember
I
that.
mean, look, pool party, you said, right?
Mhm.
You're in
Yep.
the pool, so you're already wet. So what if it's raining? You know what? Dance in the rain. I'm just like,
It is what it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm sure your son enjoyed
He
everything.
he
about
made
it.
out like a
I'm sure
bandit.
he wasn't worried about the balloons. And listen,
They don't worry. You know
No.
who worries about that?
us.
The parents.
We do.
Yeah.
They don't. Not a
They
care
don't
in the
care. They
world.
just want their friends, and they
Their
want to eat
friends.
cake and junk food. That's it.
And do cannonballs in the pool. And
Yeah.
that's
He had a great haul too. He got a bunch of gift cards and checks and cash and like a good probably 10 actual presents. Christmas came early for Connor Wolf. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I want to be 10 again. I want to be 10.
But do you really though? I don't know.
No,
kind
I
of
don't
do,
want to
but
be
not
10.
really.
No. I don't want to be 10. I don't want to go back to school. I just finished school. I'm tired.
I'm about to go back to school.
Yeah, it's not easy. I don't know.
So looking back through both, I'm going to ask both of you this. I think this is a great question to ask of people. Looking back through your journeys, is there something that comes to mind on the subject of kind of like life hardship, struggles, challenges, something that you went through along the way that was, I don't know, maybe a defining moment or something that at the time it felt like the end of the world, but now looking back on that experience, you could say that you're grateful for having gone through it? Anything come to mind?
Yes.
What do you got for me? Hit me.
You go first.
Mine was when my husband and I, we worked so hard for our salon. It was a salon that was built from the ground up. We started at zero, and then COVID hit, and I was in the midst of to a school, a nail school, and I received a letter from the state saying that they were going to go do an inspection to make sure that the place was appropriate for school, right? For an academy.
Yeah.
And the inspection was for March 19th. We closed March 18th.
For COVID.
And then when we came back from COVID, this was it. I mean, I don't even know. The feeling that I had was, I can't explain it. It was bad. We get a letter from the owner of the what do they call
plaza?
Not the plaza. It was the actual place, the unit.
Okay.
Saying that she's going to raise the rent almost $250. And I could not believe that I read that. I had to read it like 4 times, and we had to close my salon. That hurt me entirely. I cried for weeks, and then I looked back today and I said, it was the best thing that ever happened.
Yep.
COVID for me was the best thing that ever happened. Although I didn't see it like that when it was happening.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to lose my mind. And my husband, whom I praise him because he's amazing. He told me, there's nothing that we can do. This is a worldwide shutdown. We can't turn back the hands of time. We can't do anything about it. So settle down. And I did. Yeah. So that was my biggest thing. And today I love it. I love it.
It's important to remember that perspective, right? When you're going through it and you're experiencing something. Oftentimes, when you fly out from a bird's eye view, years later, you look at it. It helps shapes your life to where you're at now. Like good things always come.
Yes.
When you just keep that positive mindset, ultimately, and yeah.
Yep. And looked at you.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm a first time. I what do they call it? Like a first generation business owner. Nobody in my family before, has ever owned a business. And obviously, things are hard. People think that because we own a business, we're sitting on a pile of money. And, sometimes, most of the time, it's actually not even like that. But those struggles is what, keeps us going. Hey, at the end of the month, we're like, okay, we made it, and it's like that for a lot of business owners, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know what? That's what makes us stronger. That's what makes us look forward to, okay, next month, we got to figure this out. If you're not challenged, we have to constantly stay challenged.
We do.
Yep.
We have
that's how we grow.
As a business, we have to stay challenged. Yes. We have to go through that. Are we going to be able to pay the rent this month? And that's fine. We always figure it out. Yeah. God always provides.
What does it take from Peter to pay Paul?
Yeah. It's not all beautiful, to own a business. There's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of people don't understand that. And sometimes you want the support from actually your loved ones, your close family and friends, and sometimes we don't get that. We actually probably get more love from strangers,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes strangers are the ones that show up and show out.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So for anybody that doesn't own, that's never started a business and hasn't kind of taken the leap into the entrepreneurial space, right? It really is. It's a double-edged sword, right? It's so rewarding on one end, but it can feel many times like you're alone on a desert island, and
of course.
so you have so many responsibilities to bear. But one of the things that I've learned as a north of 40, I used to get caught up
north of 40. I think
North
that's where
of
I'm
40.
at. I'm north of 40.
And I'm north of 60.
You don't look it. You're doing good. But the experience is like we're all going to experience like good highs and lows, and there's going to be challenges along the way. One of the things that I've been more aware of and more cognizant of, and I'm still human, I still get down, but when I am confronted with a hardship or challenge or something along the way or some stress, whatever it is, I'm a lot better at staying present and identifying it for what it is and acknowledging it for what it is and kind of paying attention to it in a way such that it kind of unravels itself and instead of allowing it to consume me, which I often did in my past, an interaction I had with somebody, or maybe my kids upset me, I'd be upset for the whole day.
No.
Right. That doesn't happen anymore. Now it goes away very, very quickly. Now, the things that take the longest to go away are the things that the deepest traumas I had, like the longest relationships, the things that have bothered me for the longest. When I get triggered by those, they take more work, but I'm so aware of it. And I'm grateful above all else for all of the experiences, because I realize that all of it comes together to make me who I am and make me
who
stronger.
you are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yes.
that's my 2 cents, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes. Me too.
Okay. So what would be the one thing that you'd like to leave our listeners with about the business? If you had to pick one thing, I'll give you 2 because there's 2 of you. How's that?
About our business?
Yeah, about Beautification and Company.
Come.
I mean, it doesn't have to be about the business. It could just be some wisdom, life advice, whatever comes to mind.
I mean, what I want is to, obviously bring awareness to our business, and just give us, give us the opportunity. Come here, come visit us. And you're never going to want to leave. And I know, that people have options, and I think as business owners, when you realize that, but you don't let it consume you, right? Because there's always going to be a better makeup artist. There's always going to be a better nail tech. And that's fine. I cannot let that consume me, right? Like, am I good enough? I don't doubt myself. Listen, I know what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? And I understand clients have options.
Absolutely.
They have options, but that is what we strive for, right? To give them, obviously a great service, but most of all, I think a good experience. That for me is I think that's what's gotten me where I'm at. People are always going to remember how you made them feel.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes, they are.
No matter what.
Yes, they are. They probably don't like the service. They're like, oh my God, I have better service, but the feeling, how they greeted me, how they treated me, they're going to remember.
Yeah. If you could put a smile on a client, trust me, you did your job.
Yes.
You did your job. So
absolutely.
For me, it's that, you know what I mean? I know clients have options, but we're here. We're here to make you feel good. Not only beautiful, but feel good.
Feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah. The energy that you're exuding is real. There's a certain level of authenticity, is the word I would use, in you ladies. You're very genuine. You're very real. And like I said, when I came in there, I walked in, I got that same vibe from not only both of you, but everybody that walked in, like you said, the team, they were all.
And you saw part. Oh no, he saw the team. No, he missed one.
I saw four or five of you. How many in total do you have?
We are
seven.
Six. We're seven.
So I think I met like 4 or 5 of you.
Yeah. And this is
Very
how
cool.
it is.
Yeah.
It's funny. I got to throw this in there real quick. So the lady that the one that does the massages, we had to put a sign to quiet when you're walking down the hall, right? But we're Latinas.
Yeah.
There's no quiet.
Hard.
That's hard.
Telling us to be quiet is like telling a kid that you're not going to the candy store.
Yeah.
So many
funny.
times,
Yeah.
she puts it up and she'll text us, massage in progress. And we forget.
Because it's such a good time
Yes.
here.
And when we tell the clients, shh, they're like,
But but again, business is business.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, we are running a business. But this is a fun place.
Indeed, it is. So for our listeners out there that are hearing this, that want to come check it out, how can they learn more? Maybe share your address, your contact information, website. Let us know how we could find you.
So we will be having a website just because we're kind of revamping, right? But our address is 5400 South University Drive. We're in Suite 402 since we recently moved here. We're in 402. And we welcome everybody. I mean, most of our services, are by appointments only. But I mean, we do welcome walk-ins. And we service anybody at Davie, Pembroke Pines, Miramar, Miami Lakes. Most of my clientele actually comes from Miami. So yeah, we welcome everybody. Again, men, gentlemen.
You'll be seeing me for sure.
Yeah, please.
What's your phone number?
it's 954 wait. Jesus.
That's one of us. So the
They're
other one
all.
is
Do you
3.
have one main
have a
number for
business.
beautification, or do each of you have
Correct.
your own
We
number?
recently just got just because we were, again, we're trying to come together.
Okay. So the business phone number is 954-594-4771.
Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect. And we'll put a link in the description to all of your contact information, whatever you want to put out there, so people
Yeah.
can get a hold of you to book
Yeah.
some service in the near
Yeah.
future. Very
Yeah.
cool.
And if they
Perfect.
Google beautification
And- yeah.
and co in Davie, they'll find all of our
All of us.
information.
Very good. Ladies, it was a pleasure having you on the
Thank you.
show. And like I
Thank
said,
you.
I really meant that. There's a level of authenticity, genuine nature.
Thank
You're
you.
very fun-loving, free spirits, and I love what you're doing over there.
Sure.
And I will definitely be coming in to get beautified soon, for sure. Ladies, a pleasure. Listeners, thanks as always for tuning in, and we will catch everyone next time on the next episode of the Good Neighbor Podcast. Everyone take care.
Thank
Have a
you.
blessed day. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, Cooper City. To nominate your favorite local business to be featured on the show, go to gnpcoopercity.com. That's gnpcoopercity.com, or call 954-231-3170.